Good morning, everyone, and welcome to STRODE'S virtual open event this morning. Welcome to our very first Saturday open event. And welcome from myself. I'm Amanda Down, and I'm principal of STRODE'S Sixth Form College, which works jointly with our Sixth Form College at Windsor, and we are part of the Windsor Forest Colleges Group. I'm joined this morning by my Vice Principal, Karen Griffiths, who will be online answering some of your questions, and by Fiona Carthy and Lee Cowley, members of our marketing team. As I said, STRODE'S Sixth Form College is part of the Windsor Forest Colleges Group, and we're delighted to have been part of that bigger merged college group for the last 4.5 years. Here at STRODE'S, we are a very traditional sixth form college, combining quality and tradition. One of the benefits of coming to a sixth form college is the wide range of subjects on offer to students. That ability to mix and match from over 30 different A levels and up to 20 different BTEC levels. We also offer UAL qualifications and others such as the Welsh Board Diploma in Criminology. It's one of the benefits of coming to a sixth form college is that ability to choose from such a wide range of college, meeting the needs, the interests of our students. We're also delighted by the wide range of wider opportunities on offer to our students here at the college, from the extended project qualification to our Aspire group for those students who are coming in with all 7s above in their GCSEs and are aiming for the top Russell Group universities, to the Gold Arts Award, and a special consideration for our talented athletes with our Talented Athlete Scholarship Scheme, so the TAS scheme, which we run in partnership with St Mary's University. A wide range of opportunities offer here to our students that really help them to develop their skills and their interests to ensure their success. We're also really delighted and thrilled by our pass rates, by our successes for our students. 99.888%, I think I can claim that as 99.9% pass rate for our A levels and 100% for our BTECs. All of those good things totally validated in our last inspection, with OFSTED declaring our provision as being good. And we are really proud of that validation. It absolutely underlines all the hard work that goes on here at the college, the dedication, the support, and the specialism of our staff, who are experts. And that's another benefit to come into a sixth form college, and one of the strengths of STRODE'S. Our staff are specialists, not only in their subjects, but in post-16 education. And that means they know exactly what it takes, what is needed to help students at this point in their education to be so successful. A really important thing, given the fact that we are in post-16 education for such a short part of our educational careers. So why choose STRODE'S? Well, I would say choose STRODE'S because we are a form-friendly sixth form college that offers our students a wide range of opportunities, not only within the curriculum, but beyond. We recognise the needs of our students on an individual basis. We are experts at post-16 education and know exactly what it takes to help our students to be successful. That, for me, is really supported by ongoing improving rates. Really proud of that 80% A star to see high growth achievement with our A levels. But it's all those other things, as I've said. So it is about a personalised tutorial scheme. It is about the support for UCAS and applications to higher apprenticeships and employment. It is about our careers plan, our Aspire programme. It is about our wide opportunities. And as I said, those connections with wider HE providers, such as the one we have with St Mary's, the Talented Athlete Scholarship Scheme. Our learners are always very positive about their experience here, and I'd encourage you to come along to our next open evening in February to talk to our students. They are our greatest ambassadors. They will tell you what it's like really to be a student here at the college. They will share their experiences with you, both in terms of their subjects, but also from a wider perspective about what it's like to be here. We really benefit from the fact that we have a fabulous environment here at the college. It's an incredible site. We have incredible sporting facilities with the fabulous fields out the back of the college, and obviously a wide range of really well-equipped facilities and buildings here, which help and support our students. I've already spoken a little bit about the Aspire programme. It's here to help our students who are looking to apply to Russell Group universities, those students who are looking particularly at Oxbridge or who are hoping to go on to medicine, dentistry, veterinary medicine, those higher achieving courses. But we also provide support for a whole range of other students. We ensure that every single one of our students receives the support that they need. So whether that is through additional courses, such as the fitness instructor course or the dance leaders course, whether that is through help producing portfolios for art, for film, whether that is finding work experience for law, for politics, we will do our very best to ensure that every single one of our students is supported. It's opportunities such as competing in the science Olympiads that we take part in every year, the National Maths Challenge, and I'm always delighted at the number of students who come back being gold award winners on a national scale. Such a great accolade for the college. Here on the screen in front of you, you can see some amazing places that our students have gone on to, those that have applied to higher education. Every year, we have a huge number of students who progress on to higher education, but we also have students who successfully progress on to higher apprenticeships to further study that might be here at the college itself and also progress into the workplace. As part of the Windsor Forest Colleges Group, we have a huge connection to a range of HE providers, and we are delighted that we can offer our students stepping stones into the world of work. We can offer them further study here at the college, level 4 courses. Those might be within business, a year's education, social work, art and design, performing arts, creative arts. We are looking to expand that vision for next year and are currently investigating programmes in criminology, in nursing, in cyber technology, things that we know our students have expressed interest in, and we are confident we can provide help and support for to help them progress on to the next step effectively and successfully. Post-16 education is a really key and significant part of your educational journey. It's probably, in many ways, the most important, and yet ironically, it's the shortest time you will ever be in an educational establishment. Primary school is 7 years, secondary is 5, university even is 3, and yet post-16 is only 2 years. And if you take away the holidays, it's nearer to 18 months. So it's really important that you make right choices and that you get your programme of study right from the beginning. At GCSE, you will be studying something in the region of 8 to 10 different subjects. At A level, at BTEC, that reduces to 3 key components of your programme of study. That might be 3 different subjects, or it might be what we call an extended diploma, where you will specialise in one subject area. And that makes up part of your programme of study. Alongside of that sits our core studies or tutorial programme that runs down the middle of your programme of study and supports you with your wider development. For every hour that you spend in a classroom, we expect you to be doing the same in guided study. Some of that will be set work that helps you prepare for learning and helps you to build on, consolidate learning. Some of that will be preparing for exams and assessments. Some of that will be private study, independent work that helps you to stretch your knowledge and understanding, broadens your knowledge of your subjects, helps you develop those wider skills. For some, it's about practical practice. So whether that's within our creative arts, whether that's within art and design, whether that's within dance, drama, music, sport, a whole range. Some of it is practical assessment within things like science, and some of it is wider reading, often associated with more humanities subjects. We've already talked about the range of subjects here on offer at the college. So in terms of thinking about those subject choices, really important to think about our entry criteria. 5 or more GCSEs grade 4 above qualifies you for an A-level programme of study. But please do check individual entry criteria for our subject that are published on our website and you can find in our course guide. Some of those will be available at some of our key feed schools, but we also have them at our open events, both here at the college and at those that we support at other schools and providers. 4 or more GCSEs at grade 4 or above qualifies you for a Level 3 BTEC programme of study. Level 3 BTECs carry the same UCAS points as A-levels and will allow you to progress on to the same destination routes, whether that be HE, whether that be further study, whether that be an apprenticeship or the workplace. Those students who aren't successful in achieving those 4 GCSEs at grade 4 or above, we offer a range of Level 2 programmes of study, a foundation year that allows many of our students to successfully progress onto a Level 3 programme of study. It's a consolidation for whatever reason of what's happened at school and enables you to progress on and achieve your ambitions, your aspirations, your goals. English and maths are obviously really important, really key, and I cannot stress strongly how important it is that you achieve at least a grade 4 in those 2 subjects. If you don't, you are required, I'm afraid, to resit them here at the college. They will form a part of your programme study if you are not successful in achieving them, and that may impact on your subject choices. So again, please do check the website and course guide for further details about our entry criteria. I'm sure you are fully aware of all of the changes that have been taking place and of how the curriculum at Post-Egham runs. All of our A-levels are 2-year linear courses, which means that assessment happens at the end of your 2nd year. Some of our courses have a coursework element, but again, please check the course guide, our website for further details. All Level 2 and Level 3 BTEC courses now contain an externally examined or assessed unit of work. For some, that is quite literally an exam, a written exam that students sit down and do at a set time. For others, it is what's called a controlled assignment. So you'll be given a certain number of hours to research and prepare, and then a certain number of hours in which to complete an assignment, again under controlled conditions. The majority of our students, their programme of study is made up of 3 main subjects. For those students coming in with half or more of their GCSEs grade 7 or above, we will have a discussion, if students are interested in a programme of 4 subjects. However, we would always caution students to think very carefully about their reasons for choosing, wanting to pursue 4 subjects. The amount of work is huge, and good universities will always make their offer based on 3 good A-level grades or the equivalency, not 4. We would advise students to think about the alternatives that are there, and the extended project qualification is one of those. The EPQ, or as its full name, the extended project qualification, is the equivalency of half an A-level, carries the same UCAS points. It can be undertaken in your 1st year or 2nd year, and is a great opportunity to demonstrate wider skills that universities and employers are really interested in. It allows students to undertake a mini personal project, research, evaluative skills, and producing either a full written piece or what's called an artifact alongside their written project. I've been really privileged over the years to read and to be there for presentations on some really quite intriguing and wonderful subjects. My personal favourites, I think, have been listening and being able to see somebody talk about upcycling, very kind of current and popular at the moment. Somebody who actually wrote a mini Gothic novel. Somebody else who did a project, do goldfish have feelings? The answer is no, apparently they don't. Very sad, I think. But something there for everybody and a really good thing to consider. So the most important bit, because this is about your choices, it's really important to think about what it is that you want to do. to think about what you're good at, to think about what you're interested in. If you are passionate about something, that is halfway there to helping you be motivated, to overcome the challenges that you might face, to inspire you and motivate you to get up in the morning. It's really easy when the sun is shining and it's warm and it's fabulous outside. But when it's a dark, cold, miserable, wet, rainy January morning, it's a little bit more tricky. And having something that you are really passionate about, really committed to, is going to help you to be successful. It's about thinking about the subjects you need to help you to progress onto your chosen destination. Making sure that those subjects are really going to play to your strengths and that they're going to work well together. They're going to complement each other. Please choose something because your best friend is doing it. Never a good idea. Please don't choose something because you think it's easy. Again, I'm afraid at post 16, everything comes with its challenges. A levels, level 3 BTECs are meant to be challenging, are meant to be hard at times. They're stretching you, they're pushing you, but the results are very much worth the work. Please ask everybody that you can for advice and guidance. When you come to interview with us, your interviewer is a specialist in IAG and will talk you through your subject choices, help you to make the right decisions for you. But part of that is also talking to your teachers at school, visiting us and talking to the staff here, to the students, and to everybody else around you. We absolutely recognise here at STRODE'S that your grades are absolutely essentially important. They are what are going to help you to move on to the next step. But we also understand that in achieving those grades, it's about what sits underneath. And it's about the support that goes in to help you achieve those grades. The support that you will get from your curriculum teachers who will provide individual feedback and support within your subjects. But it's also about the pastoral support here on offer at the college. It's about our fantastic learning support team who are on hand to provide, again, that individualised support that some students may need. It's about the additional support on offer here, from study skills to our careers team, to the workshops and events that are run, to help our students to develop the skills they will need to go on to be successful citizens in the wider world. Every single one of our students will undertake work experience, and every single one of our students will be offered opportunities to engage with the wider parts of the college. That might be through attending one of our events with our HE providers, with employers. It might be through engaging in one of the many opportunities on offer here at the college. So whether it is being part of our fantastic student union team, whether it is being part of one of our amazing award-winning sports teams, and they're on a really good run at the moment, beating everybody else, very proud of their achievements. Whether you are a performer, whether you want to be part of our debate teams, join the Duke of Edinburgh scheme, whatever it is that you think you are interested in, we have got something here at the college for you. And we recognise and promote those because we understand those are part of that bottom part of the iceberg that helps you to go on to be successful. Your grades are important, but it is everything else that sits beneath it. Here at the STRODE'S, we have what we call guaranteed applicant status that applies to those students applying from the schools on the screen in front of you. It means that we will prioritise your application and guarantee you an interview as soon as possible. But please don't worry if your school is not on the screen. It doesn't mean that we won't guarantee you an interview, but we do have an guaranteed applicant status for those schools on the screen. So what happens next? Hopefully you feel inspired to make an application to us, to choose the right courses for you, feel that STRODE'S is going to be the right place to help you maximise your potential and fulfil your ambitions and your goals. You'll be invited into an interview, either by telephone or in person, hopefully after Christmas, with a member of my team who will talk you through your choices and help you to make the right decisions. Hopefully, we will make you an offer which will be based on your final GCSE results. Our acceptance then makes you an applicant here at the college, and we will keep in touch with you between now and hopefully your enrolment with us in August once you get your GCSE results. There are lots of opportunities for you to come and visit the college between now and summer, and we will hopefully be able to run our face-to-face welcome events in summer term, where we look very much forward to seeing you. Thank you very much for listening this morning. I'm going to stay online to take any questions that might be out there, and we look forward to you making an application to us, and would encourage you to come along to our February open day, where you can walk around the college, where you can talk to staff and to students and learn a little bit more about what it's like to be here at STRODE'S. We're hoping to run some bespoke tours between now and February, and further details of those will appear on our website should you be interested. But we would encourage you to come to the February open evening to talk to staff and students. Thank you very much for your time this morning, and we'll take any questions.
Hi, Amanda. Thank you very much for that. I'll show my face so you can see there's a human. Lots of questions coming in. So one is around what would you say is the difference between STRODE'S and a sixth form? You know, why sixth form?
Sixth form.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would say there are some significant differences. One is the range of subjects on offer, and that isn't just in the range of subject choices, but that's the ability to mix and match different subjects. Often schools are constrained by the fact that they will have one class or one group of a particular subject where we have multiples, and so we are able to offer students a wider range of choices in mixing and matching different subjects. Because we're a sixth form, it also means that we've got some quite niche subjects that a lot of sixth forms can't offer. So things like criminology, law, classical civilization. We offer 3 different English courses. So we offer linguistics, English literature, and English language and literature. We offer 2 different history courses. We offer, I think I'm going to have to count them up now, fine art, photography, 3D design, and group communication. So 4 different art and design courses, film studies, media studies, a whole range of things. There are 3 different sport courses here. So you can do sports science, coaching and development, or A-level PE. I think it's the wide range of courses: economics, business studies, IT, politics, sociology, psychology. We offer BTEC psychology as well as A-level psychology. We offer dance, we offer music tech, we offer music performance, we offer acting, but we also offer A-level drama. That's just the tip of the iceberg. There is a huge range of subjects, so we will meet everybody's interest and everybody's needs, and it's that ability to mix and match your A-levels and BTECs that I think makes us quite unique. Beyond that, I think we are the stepping stone, we are the bridge for students, and often, you know, I think that's an important step for students. Schools will have a dedicated start point at the morning and a dedicated end point. We have a degree of flexibility, so students will follow a bespoke timetable that meets them. We don't have a morning registration. Students are registered in every single class that they attend. There are freedoms that exist at a sixth form college that don't in a school sixth form. And again, that is part of helping students to move into being responsible adults in the world of work or of higher education. So we are moving students along those skills, and we very much understand, because we are post-16 specialists, what those skills are that are going to help our students to be successful. We often talk about the percentages. So at school, it's 90% teacher, 10% student. At university, that flips to the other side. So 90% student, 10% lecturer, as it becomes then. And we, that little bit in the middle, are about helping our students to transition successfully. So it is about developing those independent learning skills. And because we're sixth form specialists, we are ideally positioned to know exactly what that takes and how to get our students to that point. So for me, those are the benefits.
Great, thank you. Got a number of people asking about how to apply. We do have some useful videos on our website, and we'll send those out at the end, just so that you can get the step-by-step instructions. But I didn't know if you wanted to explain the process a little bit.
So it's an online application system. Please don't worry if you are having problems with choosing the courses, because when you come to interview, we will talk you through your subject choices, and we will agree on those, and those go into your offer. Once you've made an application to us, that goes through the system, and you will then be allocated a time for an interview. At the moment, because we are still working with COVID restrictions, our interviews are by telephone. We found that's worked really successfully, actually, with many students, because it's cut down the travel time for a lot of people. So that's worked really well. You will be interviewed by one of the specialist team, who will talk you through your choices. They all understand and know the curriculum in detail. They will explain to you the entry criteria, and they will talk you through the right subject choices for you, given your predicted grades and given where you hope to go. So they'll talk you through your career aspirations, and we'll talk you through that stage. After that, you will get an email from our admissions team, hopefully making you an offer, which will again clarify your subject choices and giving you entry criteria for those subjects.
Is there a deadline for application?
We are saying as soon as possible. I think it's fair to say we were oversubscribed this year in very many subjects, and the sooner people make an application, the more likely we can guarantee that they will get the subjects that they are interested in. Obviously there are some subjects that are more popular than others. That's always the case. But I encourage people to make an application sooner rather than later. We are very busy. I think our recent open evening in October was the busiest one we've had in a few years. Wonderful to be back on site. It was our first physical one for a while, so I think it's probably people deciding that it was a good opportunity to come in and see us face to face. But we were unquestionably very, very busy, with a lot of people making applications on the evening. So I would encourage people to make an application as soon as possible.
Great, thank you. Someone's asked a question around getting into top universities such as Oxford and Cambridge.
Yeah.
And what support do we provide? I know you've covered it in the presentation, but worth repeating.
Yeah. So we have a bespoke service, which is through the Aspire group. There are lots of links with top Russell Group universities. There is a bespoke service and support system in place to help students prepare for those applications. It is an early application process, and obviously it's quite distinct because there is a different format to the process for applying, and then there is the preparation for the unique tests that sit alongside applying to Oxford and Cambridge, but also if you are applying for medicine, dentistry, veterinary medicine, those are also quite bespoke, and those sit outside sometimes Oxford, Cambridge. So for example, if you are applying to medicine, you have to do the BMAT test, and you will have bespoke, you have individual interviews. So you will be given support to help prepare not only for the tests, but for the interview and for the early application process. That is all managed by a dedicated member of staff here at the college.
And we have a good track record of getting...
We have an amazing track record, yes. So we've got a number of people who've gone off to Oxford and Cambridge to do wonderful things this year. So I think we've got, excuse me, going to try and block out some of the sunshine. Sounds awful, doesn't it? Having said earlier on, it's lovely to be seen. Computer, range of things, computer science, liberal arts, engineering, mathematics, chemistry. I think we've got somebody who's gone off to study Japanese this year, which is weird and wonderful, but there we go. A whole range of things. And last year we had somebody who crossed the pond to go to Princeton. So always wild and wonderful. But what I would say is that it's about meeting the aspirations and goals of every single one of our students. And for some students, it is about those top Russell Group universities, which can be Warwick, Birmingham, Exeter, Bristol, York, Durham. We have a really good track record with Durham, which is particularly good for the mathematicians out there. It's the top university for maths. Edinburgh, Manchester, those really high grade Russell Group universities, but we also have a really successful track record with students applying to more local universities. So we have great working relationships with Royal Holloway, which is just up the road from us, with Mary's, with whom we have a partnership, and with other places such as Reading, Surrey, Roehampton, other local universities. So we try to ensure that every single one of our students is supported. And for some of them, that's applications to higher apprenticeships and to the workplace as well.
Yeah, it's great. It's right across the board, isn't it?
It is, yeah. And I think the other thing I would promote is that we do have a very effective and bespoke careers service, and I think that's one of the benefits actually of here at sixth form. So somebody asked earlier on about the difference between school sixth form and a college sixth form. I think one of the things I would draw attention to is actually our careers service. They are amazing, and careers advice is very hard to come by, particularly good careers advice at this stage in your career, in your sort of work journey. And what we offer here is, quite frankly, it is really, really good. And I know I'm biased, but it is. Many of our students and our parents come back and say that was amazing. And we often say to students, maximise the opportunities whilst you're here with us, because actually, once you leave, finding that really good careers advice where somebody will help you find the information is very, very difficult, actually.
Yeah, great. We've also got a number of people that are asking about the task scheme, because we've got somebody that's a golfer, and I think somebody that's a shooter. So could you explain how that works, and and particularly maybe around how they fit in their training and competitions with their study?
Okay, so what, again, I would say we do it on an individual basis. So we have a member of staff who coordinates the scheme, and they will talk to individual students about their training program, but also about their studies. And the whole idea of the scheme is to support students balance the needs of training alongside curriculum studies, to make sure that they are successful at both. Because what we recognise is actually everybody needs a plan B. And so it is about keeping both in balance. So it is about looking at the individual. It is about making sure that you've got the right support in place. It is about working with all of the people that you might have around you to ensure that that's in place. So it's looking at time, but it's also about helping you to balance your own time and your scheme. Again, if you are interested in that, if you leave your details with us, then we can put our member of staff in touch with you if you would like more information about that. Alternatively, please come on site, see us in February, and we will point you in the right direction to have those conversations.
Great. Also, just a general question around interviews. What actually happens at an interview? What do you
What happens at an interview? We start with some simple questions. We ask you why you're applying to us. Why do you want to come to the sixth form college? And it's a variety of reasons for people. It has to be for you individually. We will ask you about your career plans, your long-term aspirations. What is it you're hoping to do? Please don't worry if you don't know. I think most people in their 40s and 50s still don't know what they want to do when they grow up. So we're not necessarily asking people to have it all sorted out. But we will ask you about that, because what we'll then talk you through is your subject choices and making sure you've made the right subject choices to get you to that end point. So for example, if you are wanting to do engineering at university, you really need to be doing maths and physics. If you're looking to do architecture, we would be advising you to do maths, physics and an art, normally fine art or 3D design. Those are the three key subjects to be doing that. If you are looking to do psychology at university, we would be talking to you about what kind of psychology. If it's clinical psychology, you really need to be doing biology alongside of your A-level psychology. And then we'll talk to you about those entry criteria. We'll talk to you about how you're doing at school, your predicted grades, mock exams, mock assessments for those people who've already been doing those. And again, that will be at different points of the year for different people. And we'll talk you through about what you need to achieve in order to be able to successfully progress on. I would say at this, we're quite generous in our entry criteria. But we do have set expectations. It really isn't us being mean. I think that's the really key thing to say. We set our entry criteria and we review them on a regular basis based on student success. So we look at our 3-year data, we look what students are coming in with, and those students who are most successful. We do appreciate it's been quite a difficult and it's been quite a fragmented time for many people over the last couple of years, but we do nevertheless have those entry criteria. So please do look very carefully. We have a number of different options. One of the reasons why we've introduced the applied BTEC in psychology for those students who don't quite meet entry criteria for the A level. There are some options within our subject ranges. And again, I guess that's one of the benefits for sixth form college.
Great, thank you. What about class sizes? What size?
Class sizes vary. I think the smallest ones are about size 10 and the biggest ones are around 20. So again, most popular subjects where we've got a huge number of students that are wanting to do those subjects. But it does vary. But the rooms are large, facilities are great, so it works. And regardless of class size, students will get that individual attention and support.
Yeah, that's great. And I'm glad that you mentioned facilities. People are asking about a virtual tour and images of the facilities. We do have a virtual tour that we're going to put a link on in our follow-up email, and we will be sending out some more pictures, but you will see in the course guide and on this presentation, and the beautiful backdrop that you've got there just shows the outside of the college and the beautiful grounds, but we will make sure that we get that information out to you as well, so you get a good sense and a good feel for what the college is like. Okay, I'm just going to have a look through and see if we've got what other questions we've had coming through. What about, can you study more than 3 A levels?
As I said earlier on, for those students who are coming in with half or more of their GCSEs at grade 7 or above, we would have that conversation. But we would really, really urge students to think very carefully about why they want to study for. A levels are hard, really, really hard, and it's a huge amount of work. If you consider you are doing 4.5 hours in the classroom and you are having to do that on top outside, that is 9 hours per subject. Well, times that by 3, and that's 21 hours a week. Then add on your tutorial and anything else that you may be doing. If you're then adding a 4th subject onto that, that's a huge amount of work. So it is not a no, but it is we take it on an individual basis and look at the individual student and have a conversation with them. But it is absolutely, you need those GCSEs at the very, very top scores to be accessing 4 A levels.
Okay, great. And somebody's asking, can they apply to both Windsor and STRODE'S?
Yes, they can. You will find myself and Karen at both places. We are the principal and vice principal team that oversee the sixth form provision for both STRODE'S and Windsor College. We are the management, the leadership and management team of the sixth form. So you will find us at both, I'm afraid. Or maybe that's a good thing. We do say to students to come visit both sites. We're quite different. So very different places in terms of just the environment. So lots of crossovers in terms of the curriculum and the subjects. And obviously we work in great collaboration across the 2 sixth forms. That's part of our ethos. It's part of our remit. We have the same values, we have the same ambitions, the same aspirations, and we offer the same spectrum of courses. One of the things we're slightly limited at, obviously at Windsor, is in some of the areas like dance and sports, for example, but we have great links across the sixth form colleges. We will talk to students about the reasons for the 2 choices, and obviously when you come to enrolment, it's thinking about both. Absolutely, you can apply to both and then decide which one fits you better. Yeah, and that's the ultimate, is which one feels more comfortable for you. But that really is about coming on site and visiting us. So please come and visit the sites in the February opening.
That's great. Somebody's talked about the disruption caused by COVID, and that's affecting people from school. And how do we offer support for people to kind of catch up on things that they may have missed?
Little bit difficult, because obviously we have to take students with the GCSE results that they have. Every single one of our subject areas is looking at has looked at their induction programs, and will be looking at what skills students need more help with. So there have been adaptations and amendments to schemes of work, to the teaching and learning that is taking place, but ultimately assessment cannot change, because we have to assess to assessment criteria. So adaptations have been made in terms of delivery. Obviously the support is given for study skills and the development of that, but we would hope that in this academic year that schools are really putting in place additional support to help students catch up. We do understand that students have struggled. And again, within our core studies, there's a lot of additional support there for students in terms of the holistic one-to-one reviews, to help them reflect on and I guess cope with some basics. So time management has been quite a big one. And I think actually social skills. But a lot of our work has been helping students to integrate back into being in a classroom properly, and engaging with debate and discussion. So a lot of that, but also those study skills in terms of how to structure an essay, how to scaffold writing. So we are putting in support for our current students to help them develop those skills, but I would really hope that this year schools are putting in additional support for their current year 11 students. And obviously we, like schools, benefited from the tuition fund money that is supporting our students who don't yet have a grade 4 in English or maths.
Yeah, and so people can do retakes, can they, if they don't have those?
They can, but obviously that will impact their overall programme of study. So my strong advice, as I said earlier on, is that you do everything that you can to secure that grade 4 or above, because it's grade 5 that's needed for many of our subjects in your English and maths. So please do check the website very carefully for your entry criteria.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point, isn't it? Because it does vary. You've got your standard entry,
really does,
but it varies by subject. So
yeah.
I have put a link in the chat to all the STRODE'S courses and to a copy of the course guide, but we will be sending out that information again within the follow-up email that we send with the recording of this event.
Okay.
I'm just having a look to see if there's anything new coming in. There's lots and lots of questions. Karen is typing away and answering, but I think most of them we have covered. So just a last shout out, if anybody's got anything urgent that they want to post into the chat or the Q&A for Amanda. Otherwise, we will pick up as many of these questions and provide the answers within the follow-up email. Yeah, somebody's asking, how can we contact you if we have any further questions? I can post the admissions email if that would be helpful.
Yes, please.
Okay, and somebody's just asked just a final question about dance, because I know that's something that we're pretty good at STRODE'S, aren't we?
We are, absolutely are. So it's the BTEC, it's called the BTEC Level 3 Performance Dance in brackets. You will study a whole range of dance styles, dance practitioners. There are a number of units in there that span choreography to current dance practice, the history of dance, but also dance fitness, or I'll call it sports fitness, but it is dance fitness. So it is looking at all the things to do with physiology. It's a little bit of biology in there. It's about muscles and bones. Essentially what it takes to be a dancer and to maintain peak fitness. Harder than you think. There are units in there. There's quite a lot of practical work, obviously, as you would expect, because you're studying and learning. and actually performing different dance styles. You look at a range of practitioners and you will be following them. We have a lot of people normally who come in and teach sort of one-off classes to help develop different styles and things. Lots of performance work. And alongside of that, there is the Dance Leaders programme as well. So those people who are looking for dance management or looking for sort of further progression into that field.
Okay, and then somebody is saying about visiting the site. I think your message around that is come to the February Open Days, isn't it?
It's please come along to the February Open Day. We are hoping to run, as I said, some tours. They are likely to be after Christmas now. Please bear with us. Obviously, it's been quite difficult with all the COVID restrictions, and we are still very mindful that we are trying to maintain the safety for our students and our staff, particularly in the run-up to Christmas. So please do bear with us. But my really strong, we're not open all the time. We cannot be. We are a functioning educational establishment. So please come along to our open evenings. We run 3 open days a year. Our first one was in October. Our second one will be in February. So please do put that in your diary. I think, Fiona, the details of that are on the website as well. I'm just trying to see if I can find them or when it is. Fiona, do you have the details of our February open days to hand?
Yes, I do. It's 4:30 to 7 on the 10th of February.
There we go.
And you can book online.
So please come along. Not only is it a great opportunity to wander around college and see the site, but also to talk to staff and students. And actually, that's the greatest benefit from coming to an open evening, is the ability to talk to our students, which obviously you don't get at these events, and you won't really get if you come for a tour. So please do come along to the open events. You're on mute, Fiona. The greatness of these Zoom.
Sorry. Yeah, thank you very much. I think that is that wraps things up for today. And I'm just going to double check if anybody's got any issues. Let me just see if our live chat is up and running. I think there are a number of staff that might be available for support. No, I don't think so. Okay, thank you very much, and we will follow up with the recording and lots and lots of information for you to follow up on, and so that you've got everything that you need to apply to the college.
Thank you very much, everybody. Have a good day. Bye-bye.
Okay, thank you very much. Bye.